What's that you say? We're skipping Mega Man 2 for Mega Man 3? Yes. Why? Because this game actually has plot.
Mega Man 2 had plot. It just was the same plot as the first game, and the fifth game, and the sixth game, and anyway.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard to Mega Man 3. So yeah, this game came out after Mega Man 2, and actually did come with a few innovations for its time. Like, for example, Mega Man has a slide feature now, and he also has a new robotic canine by his side, effectively replacing those randomly named items in Mega Man 2.
Oh yeah, the R stuff.
Good old Rush.
Oh yeah, Rush the good old robotic dog. Take that, Crypto.
Did they introduce Beat into this yet?
No, he doesn't appear until 4.
Okay.
Actually, no, 5.
Okay, my
5,
bad.
huh.
Oh no, wait, 4 had the little red thing.
Yeah, Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Or some people or as I like to call him, Pop Top.
Yeah, I remember that. He would like bring you items.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, this game actually has plot, unlike Mega Man 2, and actually, I will go ahead and look up the wiki article and read what it has and maybe paraphrase here and there. So let's see.
I imagine you would have found this plot like in the manual or something.
Yeah, because nothing in the game really tells you anything about this outside of maybe one throwaway line at the very end. So anyway,
also real quick, I know we skipped one because we technically did that and powered up. But what version are we playing that comes with this little backdrop?
I am playing Mega Man 3 off of the Legacy Collection that is available for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the 3DS.
Okay,
That's nice.
It's a pretty neat collection that has all 6 of the NES related Mega Man games. And actually, I have heard that they might have plans to release a second game, which includes Mega Man 7 and 8, as well as Mega Man 9 and 10.
nice.
Cool.
Not sure if they'll add anything else alongside that, but we'll just have to wait and see what details they might
It'll probably be the
come out with,
spin-offs.
All right.
Probably.
Yeah, anyway,
Anyway.
the plot.
Alrighty, so let's see. Mega Man 3 takes place during an unspecified year during the 21st century, 20XX.
Right.
The mad scientist Dr. Viley, having twice had plans for world domination dash, claims to have reformed and begins work with Dr. Light on a project to build a peacekeeping robot named Gamma.
That will work, I imagine.
Yeah, a peacekeeping robot, aka something that's literally the size of an entire city that can, with hands that can crush anything.
And Dr. Light bought it. Anyway, continue.
Robot Master's in charge of a set of mining world. Oh wait, what's this? Robot Master's in charge of a set of mining worlds. However, go berserk and make off with Gamma's 8 power crystals. Mega Man is called into action, this time with a canine companion named Rush to retrieve the crystals from the sites. Throughout his mission, the protagonist continuously encounters and spars with Breakman. What happened?
The
robot
guy
fell
pole
off.
vaulted. He was like, "I'll get you!" Oh no!
I better get the fuck out of here. Anyway,
You're talking about mention Breakman.
Okay, throughout his mission, the protagonist continuously encounters and spars with Breakman, Turtle Man, a masked foe who has abilities comparable to Mega Man's own. After Mega Man destroys the 8 Robot Masters, I should probably save that for later, because that's kind of a spoiler.
But yeah, that's sort of the premise we got so far. Is
By the way, those
normal
cloud bills
robots-
those totally weren't bullet bills in disguise.
Totally not. Capcom ripping off Nintendo? Psh, you're silly.
I'd be cool if there was like a.
Let's say
I'd be
look
cool
at
if
him.
they added this kind of enemy in the Mario game. All right. Anyway, we made it to Snake Man.
You know what would actually be really cool? Either a Nintendo-made Mega Man game, or a Capcom-made Mario platformer.
I see.
Imagine that for a second. Anyway, here's our first
I'll
boss,
be right back,
Snake Man.
guys.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. So Snake Man, what's his gimmick?
Snake Man shoots literal snake mines.
Okay.
Basically, they just slither all around the place and cause some serious slowdown. And they're basically like I know there's a comparison I can make between the snake mines and there's a weapon in Mega Man 2 that's kind of like this, but I don't immediately remember what it is. But basically, they just home in on the floor and
crash bombs.
Yeah, essentially they're kind of like crash bombs.
Kind of crash bombs. Okay, there.
Only
Also-
they're not nearly as ammo heavy.
All right. Also, I was gonna say I had noticed. What was that? I noticed that when you were fighting, because I don't remember being able to do this back in like, Mega Man 2 and 1 was you can like fire a big burst of bullets rapidly. Did you have turbo on?
Yes.
Okay, that's
You know what? The Legacy Collection does have that option, and I use it to the fullest. Because
I just
honestly,
want to make sure I was like recognizing that at least. So, what is Snake Man good against?
Snake Man is good against Gemini Man.
Okay. All right.
And now it's time to go to his stage, which is nothing but crystals. Or at least I assume they're crystals, or they could just be some weird canyon structure, complete with penguins.
Oh dear. Oh jeez. So what's Gemini all about? Like, is he like about like the? Is he like? I guess he's because of stars, because like that one constellation.
I assume so. Yeah, and can I just say I also really hate those spread shots that just go up into the sky, go up like that, because I don't know why. Maybe it's just I don't usually always expect them, and they just kind of when it happens, it kind of just throws off my groove.
Right. Right.
Okay, sorry about that. Which one are we at now?
We're on Gemini Man.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But anyway, once we go through this screen, we shall find a dead end. Wait, what? What's that sound?
It's a trap.
Blues!
Not blows. Wait, we just
Oh.
left.
Well, that technically is his
okay.
name.
Thanks.
Oop.
I think.
Guess.
So now we're gonna make usage of our good old pal Rush.
Indeed.
Alrighty.
From the get-go, he's equipped with a coil function where you can just jump on him and a spring lets out. Basically, if you ever played Smash Brothers, it's essentially his up B move.
Okay.
One of his up B moves, anyway.
Yeah, the others I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. I know one of them
is
beat, and the
beat.
other one... Oh, I remember. The other one was the Tornado Hole for Mega Man 8.
Right.
That one was kind of interesting, and I only say that because it's the only one of the three that lets you actually damage your opponents. Even if it was kind of paltry damage. But yeah, right now Rush only has the Rush Coil, but if you go in the appropriate level order, you will eventually get some more niftier upgrades for Rush, especially what's probably the most broken, at least in this game anyway, the Rush Jet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll show off what I mean by that once I actually get it. I don't remember which boss gives it to you, but it's basically something that this game pretty much carries over from Mega Man 2. You have to beat a certain boss in order to get certain... Well, obviously you get your usual weapons, but you also get the upgrades to your... like, you get, like, Item 1 or Item 2, or in this case, the Rush Jet and the Rush Marine.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I will say this much. The Rush Marine is really only useful for this stage right here. And I'm already playing it without it.
Oh, well. That... Okay.
Yeah, needless to say, they got it. They kind of dropped that whole ability after this game because they realized, yeah, this is a little too situational for its own good.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to remember.
Oh, Mega Man, you're. No, you go ahead.
I was about to say, what was the one where he pretty much turns into like a mini spaceship again?
A mini spaceship?
I think that was from Rush. I think that was from Mega Man 4.
I was just trying to remember, because I know the Archie adaptation of 3, when he was going through all the different mining worlds, he actually was using that to travel between the different ones.
Honestly, that might have just been they may have just repurposed the Rush Machine into an actual rocket, or excuse me, the Rush Marine into an actual rocket. At least that's my justification anyway.
That might be the case. Yeah, because
By the way, I
that's
still love
something
the fact.
Yeah, what'd you say again?
No, I was about to say, I love the fact that, because of the NES's color limitations, in order to call out Rush, you literally have to change your own colors.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know
ducky.
if you're serious unless you're going to change your entire outfit.
Yeah, that blue is so goddamn garish. Just, ew.
Well, he uses that throughout the entire series, so get used to it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. God, I just immediately think back to Rush, and it's just like, why, Ruby Spears? Why? Why did you make him a Scooby-Doo not rip-off?
Well, I guess being fair, if you're gonna make him talk, what other route would you do?
Right.
Not that! I mean, the OVA had something that was at least decent, if not a little average.
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot about the OVA, which I do know that The voice actors for Wily and Light from the Ruby Spears cartoon actually reprised their roles for the OVA.
Really?
Which I'll admit, that's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
It's like the only difference is that Scott McNeil used a different voice for Wily. Like instead of like the deep German accent, he uses a more higher pitched German accent.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of just sounded like a nasally little crybaby.
Alrighty.
Which honestly isn't too ill-fitting of a character like Dr. Wily.
Yeah.
You destroyed my robots. That makes me very angry.
Yeah, that's exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah.
And that's even the very first thing he says.
Oh, really?
The very first thing he says. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh boy, not doing too good.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, tanks.
Oh yeah. One thing that was introduced in Mega Man 2 and was returned for Mega Man 3 was E-Tanks. Like, you can get a certain amount of. I think you can only hold up to 9 in this game, but basically they're pretty much a full restore.
Okay.
And now that long tedium is over, we are now approaching our next boss. Let me just go ahead and bring out my snake missiles, and now we have Gemini Man. His special gimmick: he has a twin.
Yeah,
Really?
he can clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're like hard light
Huh.
holograms.
I
Can
assume
it
that's.
shoot?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can.
you can
Well,
shoot. Oops.
one ability that he has that I couldn't show off because I was able to make a chump out of him is that he
Yeah.
also has a laser gun that ricochets off the walls. It also causes some serious lag and doesn't allow you to press the pause button to switch weapons. Kind of annoying, to be honest.
Yeah. So once you're fired, you're just kind of like, I guess I gotta be sticking here for a while.
Gemini.
Yeah,
laser.
Mega Man just becomes a Mega City duck.
Ooh, two
So with that
nests.
said, once Gemini Man is taken care of, we will go to our next boss, Needle Man, who should already be the hardest boss in the history of Mega Man history, because
Right.
look at
Needles.
the things on top of his head.
Right, that immediately, that right off the top, that already sounds like this should be like the one-hit kill, like this will just destroy everybody.
Yep, and it's still kind of funny to me that everyone still makes the spike jokes, but that technically started as early as Mega Man 3.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they probably didn't. I guess either it was too obvious, or they're like, no, those are needles, they don't count.
I could be wrong, but
Very-
didn't Needle Man in the Archie comics have a thing for knitting?
I would not
It's
put it
not so
past
much he
it.
had to. It's not so much they had a thing for anything. It was just something that he did while he was waiting for Mega Man. And the thing with Needleman is that he was kind of. I'm trying to think of the right word to describe it. He was kind of like a little condescending, like thinking that Wily's kind of somewhat incompetent in terms of managing his troops. In fact, the thing he was knitting while he was waiting on Mega Man was a world's worst boss sweater that just had a very crude drawing of Wily on it.
Let's see.
Nice.
So, one technique that we're seeing right now here is how important. How well can you control your sliding?
It's pretty handy. Like you can pretty much turn in any direction with the snap of a finger.
And whenever you are underneath the thing, you will just continue. You'll just continue sliding until you escape the area.
Pretty much. You can. There's really no end to the slide until you actually have something to. You actually have some headspace.
Alrighty.
Gotcha.
I've heard some people argue that this is probably one of the hardest Mega Man stages, period. Like, it's one of the hardest ones to get by without taking a single bit of damage.
A little, yeah. But I do believe this is also a stage I have to revisit at some point or another. More on that later.
Really?
Yeah.
What is happening in the background?
That's.
Rush is clearly not happy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Mom's playing with the dogs.
Aw, they're little noisy buddies, but they're fine. My dog was like that too. One thing I will say that is annoying, though, is the unevenness of this background overlay that comes with the Legacy Collection. It's too far to the right.
Whoop.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that. You can learn to get used to it. I don't remember if it's only for this game or all the others suffer because of it, but it is what it is.
Also, yeah,
Nice.
he also then showed off, do not get hit by the I'm gonna throw my hair at you, like, spike piston. That does a lot of damage.
It really does.
Which is appropriate considering Mega Man is weak to that shit.
Needles.
So now Mega Man can shoot the spikes.
I will become what I fear.
The needle cannon.
Yes. And rush.
I'm vengeance. I am the knight, and I finally have the rush jet.
Yay!
Nice. That was pretty quick.
Basically, it's...
Now it's time to break this game's knees.
Yay, because we can use this to fly over the crap.
Yep.
Top Man.
Actually, speaking of weak knees, dumb schmucks, here's Top Man.
Yeah. They even poke fun about that in the Archie comics, which I know in the 3 adaptation, that was the Robot Master they went with first instead of the one James went with first, which was Snake Man.
Well, actually,
So,
it's funny you say that,
what
because technically you could fight Snake Man, Top Man first if you want to, because his pattern's pretty predictable. But
Yeah, I know.
I decided to go with Snake Man just because I figured, well, if I were to do Top Man first, it would mean I'd have to tackle Needle Man pretty late on in the game, and I kind of want my rush jet early.
Right.
That's fine. Also, all the different rush abilities, they're unlocked when you beat a certain Robot Master.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now, I can understand that generally Dr. Light's robots, because actually, yes, these were... the robots we're dealing with here are actually a joint effort between Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. I can understand that...
Oh, that was close.
Thank you. Thank you,
Iframes.
Invincibility frames.
Invincibility
Yeah.
frames, but, okay, so I can understand, like, the practicality behind Snake Man with his missiles, Gemini Man with his laser beams, I guess, and Needle Man with his needles. What sort of practicality does Top Man have?
It's actually kind of
Oh,
funny. That's
snap.
actually something that they... Oh, hello.
I thought this was just gonna be. I thought this was just gonna be like option number 3 from Mega Man 2, where it just kind of goes horizontally. You can just fly all over the place now.
Yeah.
But don't get used to it, because they fixed that after 3.
Rats.
But anyway, I was about to say, that is actually kind of something that they kind of addressed in the storyline that took place after 3, is all the different Robot Masters, and how, like, some of them are... They do have a practical use, and some of them actually do choose to be reformed, like Hard Man and Snake Man, and some of them choose to be reformed. But others, they argue the fact that they're either too experimental to have a practical use, or they're too specialized to really be useful at all.
I definitely
think-
remember that was the case for Quick Man. He really did not want to be reformed in any sense, because he figured he really doesn't have a point aside from being a war machine.
But but like someone like Electman, he reformed, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
All the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters reformed. In fact, they kind of had to, considering they were of Dr. Light's design. They were all
Yeah.
built with a purpose.
Right, that is true. It was until Mega Man 2 where those were all Wily's creations. That
Yeah,
just
Mega
wanted
Man
to kill
2's were
things.
strictly Wily's.
Okay.
And
And
as such, all of them really, for the most part, only really had a functionality and just being absolute assholes.
Right.
They were only built in mind to
Georgie,
counter
Georgie.
Mega Man. However, when they were reformed, well, only a handful of them were reformed in
Oh,
the
yeah.
comics. They had, like, new functions and whatnot. Like, I think Woodman helped with deforestation and whatnot.
Well, time to screw off this whole section.
Amen to that, brother.
You actually give me plenty of time too with the meter. I think it's going down faster and faster, maybe. But wow, that
Yeah,
is
there you go.
that is not good. That is
Good
not
boy,
okay.
Rush.
Okay, let's just go.
I think I might need to tell the game I'm sorry after all this.
All
No,
right,
you're
Top Man, let's kill you with needles. Your worst enemy. Why aren't we killing him with needles?
Because actually, I don't think Weed Needles are actually his weak point. I don't think they're his weak point, actually. I only really fought Needle Man when I can, just so I can get the Rush Jet.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
trying to remember what the weaknesses is. Like, I think...
Oh, jeez.
Again, because the thing that the Archie
Turbo
comics...
Man.
Because the thing with the Archie comics, with all the adaptations, they went in the orders that the weapons are weak to, which is why Mega Man 1, they went with Bomb Man first, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to remember who they went with 3 right after Gemini Man. Well, not Gemini Man, Needle Man. I want to say it was Hard Man, but I might be misremembering.
Now,
I
but
want
it was Shadow
to say
Man.
it was, because I think Hard Man is weak to his needle.
But then I remember that there were some games where just to throw you off for a loop, they would actually make they would make 2 different loops of 4 instead of just one big loop of 8. Like 4 Robot Masters would all be weak to each other, but they wouldn't they would never overlap with the other second set of 4.
I think you might be talking about Mega Man 7 and 8, because I know those games pretty much did the whole fight these 4 Robot Masters, then fight these other 4 when you're done with that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, in the next part, we will be tackling our last 4 Robot Masters, and see if we can give that Dr. Wily, oh wait, Dr. Wily's still technically a good guy at this point. My bad. Spoilers, he's really not.
Spoilers!
Till next time, everybody.
Dr. Wily's the bad guy?
Bye.